Hey everyone. So I quite literally purchased this 2020 Yamaha R6. It is a used bike and it has the full M4 exhaust system. I'm gonna take this thing for a ride. Technically it's gonna be my first ride on this motorcycle and I'm super excited. It is gorgeous. I've never seen any motorcycle like this in my life. It is very, very beautiful. Camera won't do it justice. That's how it goes with most motorcycles. I'm gonna go ahead and share. Oh yeah, you guys hear that? My first ride on this motorcycle with you guys. I am very excited. Hopefully we don't have too much traffic so that I can rip it out like this. Jesus. Oh my God. I grew up watching these Yamaha R6s dominate motorcycle competitions, but dang. Easily pulling 60, 70 miles in the first gear. For those of you who haven't watched my other videos, I used to own a Yamaha R3. I had it for, about 6 months, 7 months? Rode it quite a bit. It was awesome. It was such a fun bike. It's a small bike, and I learned a lot on it. I figured it was time for me to upgrade, so I got this bike. And I just want to rip it out. I like to tell people the Yamaha is an instrument company. Like if you guys know about the Yamaha company in general, they make like pianos, they make like guitars, and they make this, which is pretty much an instrument. Anyways, to continue talk about what I was talking about earlier, I really recommend people get a smaller cc bike when they start off because you learn so much, and the confidence you get when you hop onto big motorcycles like this is different when you're coming from a 300, 400, 500 cc motorcycles, because you know that you have the set of skills to ride this machine to a good extent. I'm gonna be honest, like if I just came straight to this machine, this Yamaha R6, without going to a Yamaha R3, I would have been pretty scared right now. Yamaha R6 has a quick shifter up, but not down. It doesn't have a auto blipper. It has a quick shifter up. I'm still trying to get used to it because R3 didn't have any of that, and I had to do all the manual clutch upshifts. So I'm still getting used to this clutchless upshift. But yeah, so far it's pretty easy to use. Other than at lower gears, because it likes to jerk up. When I'm going from the first to second gear, it likes to pop up a little bit. And yeah, hopefully this vlogging is capturing my raw reactions to me riding this Yamaha R6. So far, it's awesome. Other than the fact that there are a bunch of cars in front of me, so I can't rip it. Maybe it's for the good, because I really have to control myself given how fun this bike is. To not get into trouble, right? Like to take it to the highway. I just want to see how this thing handles, and then I'll be finishing off the review because I'm going to go hit the gym. But yeah. This is a race bike. It really revs your heart. Like, it really revs your heart. Like, I strongly agree with that. It just wants to make you go. I think we're about to hop on to the highway or the freeway soon. So let's see. Like it said, it revs your heart. This thing revs your heart. If you don't know how to handle this thing, it can hurt you real quick. I want my time on this beautiful machine to be very precious. Oh my god, why can't I think of that word? Very precious is yeah! The Yamaha R6 isn't that crazy, but so far what I've seen is the amount that it pulls at higher RPMs, like 8,000 to let's say like 12,000 range, is insane. Once you surpass that 8,000 range, it just pulls you forward. You're just wondering where'd that even come from? You don't think it has more in there, but oh, it has plenty more, because clearly it redlines at 17,000 RPM or 16,500 RPM. Yeah, geez. I see how it can be very unpleasant if you're constantly stopping in traffic or there's stop signs or you're going slow, right? If you're going slow, I see how this thing can be a little bit unpleasant. Temperature, it rises really quickly. Right now, it's hovering around 180 at a stop. There's not enough airflow going through it, cooling the engine down, so it does get pretty hot. And yeah, I did notice it. I kind of feel it in my legs right now. It's not that bad because the air's going through it and cooling it, but I see how it can really bother some people in summer days when they're stuck in traffic. Like, that's probably the worst case scenario on this motorcycle. I'm pretty sure my camera's not capturing everything, but this thing sounds awesome. Yeah! I want to have those type of moments where I can do that. I'm not going to be constantly doing that unless, I'm on a highway with nobody else. Then maybe I'll be maintaining, I don't know, like 90 to 100 miles per hour, but definitely not when there's a bunch of other cars and I don't know if the cops are near, right? This thing accelerates so fast, especially if you're at 8,000 RPM already. Once you pull that throttle, it just goes. However much gas you give it, it just goes. It goes. It loves it. I love it so far. Coming from an R3, this is a perfect upgrade. Perfect upgrade from Yamaha R3. I strongly recommend. I was kind of torn between Yamaha R6, R7, and R9. They're coming out with Yamaha R9 really soon, and I was really between that bike, this bike, and Yamaha R7. Anyways, to continue what I was saying, gas. Like I was giving it gas, but not that crazy amount of gas. Anyways, to continue what I was saying, I was between this bike, an R7 or an R9. I didn't want to go to Yamaha R7 because I felt like it wouldn't really be an upgrade going from Yamaha R3 to R7. Not that I don't like R7. I've been on my buddy's R7. It is fun. It's very torquey. But I just felt like I didn't want to spend that much money on upgrading to something that I wouldn't see as a big upgrade. R6 and R9 was the ultimate two contenders in my list. And so far I'm extremely glad I chose Yamaha R6. I love the high revving sound of the engine. It is beautiful. Brakes are great too. I think I can easily pull 120 on gear 4. Maybe even more. Like, so when will I ever use gear 5 or 6? I don't know. I guess I could. It just won't be revving as high. And R1 is, you know, gorgeous too, but it's just too big for me. And I wasn't gonna get a leader bike from a 300, 400. Yeah, but we're almost at the gym. I'm almost at my gym, and that's going to conclude my review for the bike for today. I'll continue posting videos of this motorcycle in the coming days, because I am going to be riding this very it. I love this motorcycle so much. Okay, well, we're good to go, people, or I'm good to go. With that, I'm gonna conclude my video, my first ride on the Yamaha R6. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'm excited to share more to come with this motorcycle. Cheers.